What's going on, everyone? Only Sports back with another video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about Travis Dermott, as he has re-signed with the Toronto Maple Leafs on a 2-year, $3 million deal, which comes out to $1.5 million average annual. So, Dermott, obviously, he had an up and down year, kind of. He wasn't in the lineup all the time, but I do like the contract. I think it's a good, pretty good term for the Leafs. And in terms of the money, it's not a whole lot, so you can live with it. But I really do believe that this deal might be, to kind of wow Seattle and, say, hey, this guy is available for us. He's young. He's cheap. He could be a 5'6" guy. I think that's, what it could be leading to. And I really do believe that either Dermott or Justin Hall will be picked up by Seattle. As I think the Leafs go with the 7-3-1 protection format. So the 7 forward, 3D, and 1 goalie. And if they end up protecting 3 defensemen, it would obviously be your top 3, Riley, Brody, and Muzzin. And that would expose both Hall and Dermott. So Hall, of course, costing you $2 million a year. Dermott is right now, after this deal, going to cost you $1.5 million per year. So I think one of those guys will be going off to Seattle. So I think that that'll take off $1.5 million or $2 million off the cap. But as for Dermott, it's a good deal for both sides. I think it's pretty fair. And I think if the Leafs end up needing to play Dermott at the, as a 5'6" defenseman, I think he's more than capable of that. I think he's a really good skater. He's quick, and he's got he's played with the Leafs for a while. He's played a few games. He's got quite a bit of games under his belt with the Leafs. I don't want to go as far as saying he's experienced, but he's got a few games under his belt. The former second-round pick is 24 years of age, turning 25 this December. In terms of his numbers over the course of his career so far, in this past season, he played in 51 games, so he played, pretty much every game except for 5, and he didn't produce very good numbers, just 2 goals and 4 assists, so 6 points in the 51 games, and he played in 3 playoff games. He didn't produce a point. Over his career in the playoffs, in 22 games played, he's got quite a bit of playoff, games played. In 22 games played, he has 2 goals, 3 assists for 5 points. So he's actually scored quite a couple big goals in the playoffs for the Leafs. And then in his career, he's in 208 games, he's scored 11 goals and 36 assists for 47 points. So for a defenseman, those numbers aren't too bad. But overall for Dermott, I think this is a pretty good deal for both sides. I think if he ends up with the Leafs, I think the Leafs would really we could really live with it. And if he ends up in Seattle, I think it's a deal that'll work for both of those sides too. So overall, I think either Dermott or Hall will end up being the ones that go off to the expansion team in Seattle. But you guys let me know what you think about this new deal for Travis Dermott. Do you like it? Do you think it was too expensive? Where do you think he's going to end up? Do you think he'll play for the Leafs, or do you think Seattle will scoop him up? You let me know. And as always, leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're new. We'll see you in the next video.